We are live. Yay. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here today with King Smarty, also known as Sananda Galactic, live from District 5. Hey, King, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay,
Yay.
okay. Let's rock and roll.
All right. So there seems to be an insane amount of stuff happening
Oh yeah.
lately. Like, I don't know how you find the time to put so much stuff out there, but just looking at your posts and videos could take somebody full time.
Yeah, that's true. I usually brush through it all, breeze through it all. Whatever daddy wants me to share, I share real quick. And
Yep,
sometimes I don't even watch the whole thing because I already know what's there.
yep. It's awesome. That's
Yeah, it is.
awesome.
So if he tells me to share it, I'm gonna share it. People should take time. Just because I don't take time to share it, don't mean you shouldn't, because I know more than you guys, obviously. I'm connected to daddy in a way where most people haven't even achieved yet. But however, it's coming. The closer you guys um, do good things and follow his directives, the closer you'll get to him, and the faster you'll see the results of him taking care of you.
Right, right.
He's always around us. He's always going to take care of us. Don't go against the grain and just listen to what the elders, which is us, are telling you guys to do, because daddy knows the outcome of it all. So the fastest way to get to him, and the fastest way to um see all the information that there is to see, is to connect with him.
Right.
That way you guys don't have to fully watch everything, because most of us already know. We just like the validation of things, which
Right.
is cool too, because we like to see it too. I've been telling you guys for years what's going to happen, and here we are.
Beautiful. Well, sometimes I skim the headlines and then I come back when I have the time, just so I have the gist of what's happening. But one of the questions I had is, Daddy is giving like these murderers, these horrible people or beings, I should say, whatever their origin is. They're given multiple chance upon chance upon chance upon chance, blah, 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 blah. And okay, so maybe they'll remain, maybe they'll die of old age, but they're still here. So my question is, what if you've got a good person? Okay, they're like, let's say they have no money and they take something from a store, or they do something that they regret afterward. They're If they had true regret, they're still going to be considered good, right? They're not in that same category as harming others.
Right, right. So most of us learn things the hard way.
Yep.
Now, if you go and steal something and you don't get caught, eventually you will.
Yep.
And then what will happen is you'll either get some type of jail time, pay out some fine. If you don't pay out the fine, you'll get jail time. Those type of experience, most people only need to experience once to stop,
Yep.
right? In the case of the cabal, these guys and girls, cows, whatever the fuck you call them. These individuals are constantly um, creating ways to enslave the people, eat the people, and eat, and they think it's a way of life for them, just like we, eat food every day, take a shit every day, right? They do the same thing. Unfortunately, they would love to consume human flesh, because that's what they do. Then you got the ones that are helping them do it by kidnapping children in all around the world,
Right.
feeding
Right.
these higher up satanic reptilian individuals that are now being hunted down and taken out. Actually, it's already done. What I want to stress is that the reason why I can say things like it's already done is because we've already worked in the future. We already eliminated everything that needed to be eliminated. Now we can celebrate while you all experience what we've done. That's why I can say that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that being said, all of the dark individuals that dad knows that are not going to turn already has a already have an expiration date, whether it's instant evaporation, whether it's a gunshot, or whether it's um, um, old age.
Yeah.
For your deeds, you're getting repaid, right? Majority of us, those of us of the light, those of us working for dad, those of us that just want to be good and do good, we will be here for a very long fucking time. Because what's going to happen shortly after we remove all of these entities, y'all are going to see and experience what I've been telling y'all
Hmm.
this whole time. The crystalline chambers, the replicators, the everlasting life and love. And did y'all see that chicken I posted yesterday?
Yes. Yeah. That was awesome.
That was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, those are signs, miracles and wonders. Didn't I reinforce that to happen all the time?
Yes. Yeah.
Miracles and wonders. Matter of fact, even the bracelet, the new one, it says expect miracles. I'm so serious about that. Like you wouldn't believe how serious that I am. So their numbers, they're on borrowed time right now because we've already eliminated them. What they think is that they can use their technology to go in and out of space, time, and dimension, use their looking glass, right? Because different militaries, especially the Israeli forces, because they're the ones behind it all, right? They've been using these devices to try to stay in the position that they're in,
Right.
and they're having a difficulty with it because it's nothing's going their way.
Right.
They don't understand that what they're seeing, that is allowing them to see, so that they can act on it, which further defeats them.
Awesome. Awesome.
Man, I try to tell y'all, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all dealing with.
That is so exciting. So you've told us multiple times how we've come back through space and time to this point in history to redo it the right way.
Right.
Okay. And so we've talked about what the wrong way was. We've forgotten things, we've left children in the tunnels, this, that. Everything is getting done the right way, plus even
Right.
further than what you had expected or what you planned on doing way back when.
That is correct. And if you were paying attention to what I've been saying throughout these years, you're now hearing other people say, we were stuck in the 12th dimension. We couldn't get past the portals and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because dad is not going to allow the inhabitants of this realm, of this district, move on to other things without addressing the shit we have to address here.
Right.
It's kind of like fleeing without addressing something. You know, it's kind of like running without um, um, completing the task, or it's kind of like
Right.
moving on with the whole new life without taking care of some of the things you have to take care of.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that are being taken care of right now as we speak, and some of us literally had to move into a different space so that we can get some work done to come back to then resolve it all at one shot. Boom. That's what we're doing. That's literally what we're doing. Um, there's another thing there's another thing that you know that you would notice if you see a lot of us caring parents are always having difficulties with our children. Always, 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 right? Whether the mom don't let us see them, the dad don't let us see them, vice versa, whatever the case is. But then you got these other people that don't give a fuck about their children, and look what's happening to the children. So that's why we have to experience all this stuff because of what we really stand for. You know, truth, protection, all that type of stuff. So there's a lot of things that those of us that are chosen to do and volunteer to do this shit have to deal with. At the end of the day, when we're done, this place is going to be so clean that you can literally eat off the floor.
Awesome. Yeah.
Literally.
That you showed us a video, it might have been last night or this morning, of a woman eating like whatever in her car, and she had literally a jawbone in her food. It looked like the molars had fillings in them, just from what I saw briefly. Wow. And then we saw that video of a woman that told her mom she was drinking blood for 10 years. It's coming out, just like you said, well, you've said all along, but even last week when we talked, it's all coming out so fast. It's going to be mind blowing.
I also told you guys that the angelics will be revealing themselves and showing themselves, and that's happening too.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have massive landings everywhere, and there's no government on this fucking planet that's going to stop it at all, at all. So when Daddy says to expose certain someone's, they're going to get exposed. When Daddy says I'm going to hit the world stage, I'm hitting the fucking world stage, and
All right.
there's nothing nobody can do about it,
All right.
right? So my thing is for everybody to understand that there's a lot of things that is happening around the world and a lot of things that are happening to us that will fade away and it'll be like it never happened because some of it was just was just a role that you had to play. It's not that fucking serious. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not that serious. Like some of the people are so stuck with themselves that they don't realize there's a bigger picture being played out here.
Right.
That's why I can be myself and still have fun and laugh and crack jokes and
Yeah.
brush shit off and blah blah blah. Because it's like you don't understand what's happening. So let me just go about my business and let you, do what you do. Because I'm over here working, and that's what everybody should be doing. So
I,
there's a bigger picture being played out.
it feels like a lot of people are in the group strictly for finances to me. Like I see people in the group, but they don't do the work, or at least not publicly, if you will. Like we're not seeing them reinforce the commands or whatever. Now, maybe some of them are, but it seems like a very big differential.
Well,
And what we're doing is so much bigger than money. Money is a fraction of what it is. I mean, we need money for the project and to help others at this moment, but that's not like if you're just here to get rich, it's probably not the right group for you.
yeah, well, that's probably why you're not rich. That's I keep
Yeah,
trying to tell people that we don't do things for money. We
right,
do things because we're supposed to and it's the right thing to do. I can make a couple $1,000 and then I gotta spend it on people, places and things. And then I'm back to square one. So I'm
right,
I'm I'm grateful that Daddy's sending Jedi's and people that are helping me.
right,
And I know for a fact that Daddy returns it to them because they continue to help me. And the same way with me. I always get blessed because I continue to help people,
right.
right? There's things
Yep,
that I want, there's things that people around me want, but I have to focus on what Daddy wants me to do. I don't give a
right.
fuck what you want. But that's why some people call me an asshole because that's how I am. I only care what Daddy wants me to do. I don't care what nobody else says.
Yep,
So
yep.
if you can't see that, it's not my problem. I've told you that over and over and over again. So for all of y'all that are here just to get money, just to, do this and do that, blah, 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 that's not the way to go. Because here's what I've always told y'all. Do what you love and the money will follow. So those of us that are real Jedi's, we're doing what we love because it's the right fucking thing to do. And we know that we have an awesome creator that's eliminating these dark cabal members and he's getting ready, or he is, giving us the wealth.
Right, right.
So that's where we're at with it.
One clarification we always have to make too is about the crystalline chambers, how they differentiate from the med beds, who gets to use them, what the price is, all the basics. People, they don't think to go back to previous videos and maybe look to see if we've talked about that before, but do you want to talk about the crystalline chambers?
Well, yeah, sure. Why not? The crystalline chambers are the it's the all in one. You get a crystalline body, and it restores you to your original creation. Your body's nothing but energy anyway, so that's why it's possible for you to go into the chamber and get out of this carbon base into a crystalline based body. It's all energetic. I don't even understand why people can't even understand that shit. You're nothing but energy. Okay, so energy can be formed, it can be shapeshift. We're seeing evidence of that. When they put the salt over the speakers and then they vibrate the speakers, different tunes change the salt, right? Okay, well that's energy. That's how we're going to change into our crystalline bodies by massive energies restoring us to our crystalline base. Once you're done with the chamber, you won't need nothing else. You won't have to go back in. You won't have to fucking reschedule. You won't have to do none of this shit. And it's free. 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 You know, like the hollows, they're free. It's fucking free.
Well, and a lot of people are telling me that they're scheduling their med bed appointments, and I'm like, were you even doing that?
Okay, well, bye.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone on Earth will get the opportunity to use the crystalline chambers for free.
So
Not all will
what
take the opportunity.
yeah, so since you're scheduling the med bed, we'll make the schedule for ours and then put you at the bottom of the list. No, I'm joking. Okay, now I will say this. The chambers are being used. Just like I've been saying, a selected few will use the chambers. Not everybody's going to use them right away. People are being trained to use them. Okay. We don't need the chambers. We're going to transform when daddy wants us to. However, once everything is laid out, we will have certain events and certain things happen where people get to come and experience the chamber, learn, and then leave with one. Right? Not everybody's going to leave with one, just like not everybody got the medical wand. Remember that? Remember when I gave them out for free?
I
So
do.
that being said, everybody will have the opportunity to use the crystalline chambers. They will be free. The problem is you as an individual have to be willing to do it because that's something we can't force you to do. Right? You can go and experience all of the different med beds, the different chambers, the different whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't know. There's so many different names for these different things now. You can go and experience all of that, and when it don't do what we're doing, you can come on over.
What I've been telling people is the difference is the med beds are electronic. They're man-made technology. You plug it in, and like you said, and sometimes they're saying you have to come back every day for 6 months or blah 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 blah. The source crystalline chambers are powered by source, and you go in for what do you say, 1 to 3 minutes, and you walk out done. It's one and
Done,
done, permanent
done.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you ever seen
yeah,
a video of a caterpillar? There's
yeah,
videos of caterpillars out there. So what happens
yep,
is the caterpillar goes into forms and makes the cocoon, goes into the cocoon, whatever the case is,
yep.
and then shortly after it dematerializes. Wait, what? Yeah, it dematerializes and then rematerializes, and when it's done, it opens up and it becomes a butterfly. Right? That's literally what's happening to us. You walk into the chamber, you dematerialize, and then you rematerialize in your crystalline body.
Is that true about the caterpillar? Like, I mean, that's how it happens? I know you just said it. I'm just asking again because wow, I never heard that.
Yeah, that's what happens. You never seen a caterpillar video? You should
I just,
watch that.
well, no, I just assumed like I don't know, their bodies somehow changed. I don't know how it happened. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's called metamorphosis.
Yep.
That's what happens. And the
Okay.
caterpillar is not the only species that does this. There's other species that literally vibrate out of their shells or their bodies and then turns into something else.
Okay.
Right. So that's literally what it's called. It's called metamorphosis. So we're getting ready to shapeshift, metamorphose into our galactic bodies.
All right. All right.
It's wild. It's wild. You know how some groups out there they'll say things like, "We're getting ready to graduate, and we're in the cocoon state, and we're going to become butterflies." That's why they say that shit.
Awesome. Okay.
It is.
So, is there an order now to the Great Intimidation, the wealth transfer, and also the crystalline chambers coming?
Is there what a order?
An order, like is it going to happen in one, two, three, come up, or somewhat simultaneously?
Well, was Daddy wants the funding out. He wants the funding out
Okay.
because he wants people spending money. He wants that done ASAP. He wanted that done yesterday.
I volunteer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he wants the funding out. Shortly after that, we'll be able to do a whole lot more. The end, the I can't say the end, but the end result is the crystalline chambers, because once you experience that, it's
Right.
history.
Right.
It's history. You won't need nothing else. You won't even need to eat. You won't need none of that shit. Um, so that's what he wants first right now. He may change it. However, he does want the funding out because I have to purchase certain locations to even put chambers at.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
um, what will also happen is we'll set up teleportation areas for transportation. We'll do meg trains, stuff like that. We'll create new vehicles with free energy devices. We'll do we'll release some replicators. There's replicators that will be released. A lot of these things are already ready to go. They're all being used already. Um, you don't have to send us emails because I'm going to tell you when it's time on here.
Yeah, I know I'll be getting 20 questions. Where do I schedule my crystalline chamber appointment?
Right, right.
We'll let you know. So don't contact me about it. We'll let you know when it's time.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
we're gonna have big events that people are. We'll have some small ones first for like the Jedi's, the crew, everybody Daddy chooses. Um, and Dad has a funny way of putting things out there, and only the right people will see it. Because I could put something out, and whoever he don't want seeing it, they're not going to see it. Just like you can't see all of those reptilians and shit around you, and all those angelics that are standing right behind y'all. If he don't want you to see something, you're not going to see it. So I can post all day fucking long. And then you got the powers that were and the intel community. He wants them to see everything because he wants them to see who's in charge.
Awesome. I gotta say, I get a lot of questions about is so and so good, or they said this or that. I'm like, I don't know, and I don't care. Like, I don't mean to be blunt, but I'm not watching their channels. I don't care what they're saying. I know some of them have an agenda right from the get-go, so why waste time? You
That's
know,
true. That's
that's
true.
my philosophy.
Well, the good news is that a lot of them are being exposed, and they're literally exposing their self at this time.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that we had to do, which was one of the main things, was raise the consciousness, raise the energies of the planet. You know, the
Yeah.
Schumann resonance, whatever you want to call it. Boom, 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 boom. Raise the consciousness so that people can accept and process this shit.
Right.
So when you have certain intel providers telling y'all shit, and then in the same video contradicts what the fuck you just said, that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So as far as myself, I see a lot of weird shit. I know it's fucking crazy. However, if I didn't say it, then I wouldn't be doing what Daddy wanted me to do. First of all, and then it wouldn't come to manifest. It wouldn't take place. It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't show to be true. So I have to look like a fucking weirdo.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
at the end of the day, it becomes shown that it was true
Yep.
because Daddy told me to do it, and I looked like
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo while I was doing it. But there it is.
No, no, it's fabulous. And a lot of times she'll just let something slip out. I'm like, whoa, what? Like the stuff we've learned in, I don't know, even the last year is insane.
Yeah,
But like
and
you've
now you're
really let,
seeing right. I'm
yeah,
letting it loose,
you're
even if
letting
it's
it loose.
slipping. And now since the consciousness and the energy field is different,
Yeah,
and the veils are all gone because I did that way back when. Now it's like, oh shit, there it is. Um,
exciting.
I
Exciting.
wanted to address something real quick because one of the Jedi's hit me up yesterday, and they they needed help with something, and the problem that they were dealing with, they said my is acting up. Can you heal my problem? Why are you claiming it? First of all, don't claim nothing you don't want, right? I have back pain. My arm is hurting. My head is hurting. What do you think that's happening when you word that? You're
You're creating
manifesting,
it.
you're creating it. Okay.
All right.
So my funds is low, or my um, bank account is not where it should be. I'm creating that, and I'm guilty too. Okay. Hello. But what I'm saying is, don't say shit you don't want because we're in a whole new energy field. So you say things like, man, I'm getting rid of this shit right now. You know, I'm getting rid of that right now. This is going to be healed. Bank's going to be full. You have to say things as if you're manifesting it because we literally are in that field of manifestation right now. We're in a field of manifestation that we haven't been before ever on this planet. Did you hear that? We are literally in a energy field right now on this planet that we've never been before ever. So we have more power to manifest everything that we want to see, which is why they're throwing this shit at you, that shit at you, bah, 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 a bunch of bullshit. Because they're throwing up all over and then they got you like this, like what the fuck? No, let that shit go. Let's keep manifesting what we want. TDA access, Nasara, common law, love and light for everyone, helping everyone, service, no one starving, no more wars, right? Because that's what we all want, you know? Take care of each other. What you need, here you go. Can I have this? Here you go. That's where we're at right now. We are literally manifesting that shit faster and faster and faster and faster. So that being said, forget about all your problems. Focus on what you want for yourself and what you want for others. Look at the cities being built. Look at everything being free. You know, everything might not be free, but if we all focus on everything to be free, maybe some things will be free. Maybe people will open up the door for you and give you um, 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 front row tickets that you didn't fucking pay for, right? Because we're literally manifesting our reality. We're creating our reality as we go. And right now, we're in a powerful state, a powerful energy field that's only going to increase on planet Earth. So we are moving into a golden age, even more golden than anybody's thought, because Dad don't even let them see everything.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
we're going into a golden state, a new reality where all of the would-be tyrants, all of the people that thought they were being controlled are no longer in control of anything, because we don't need people around us that's just going to try to control us and try to stop everything we're doing and try to not help, let us build on properties that we own, or, you got to pay fucking fine for this or license for that or this and service, blah, 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 blah. That's all designed to enslave your asses. That's why that's why a lot of people feel like they can't get ahead, because these individuals are constantly creating things to make money for them and also enslave you. So that system, we have to put the energy behind it being deleted.
Bink.
Stop them, stop them, stop them, stop them, stop them.
Right. Okay.
That's where
So
we're at.
basically what you're saying, remain positive and envision, like really envision yourself in the future you want. So a lot of the recent videos that you've put out are beautiful. They show, the Jedis and the crew helping others, and the earth is just beautiful and all of that. So that's what you should focus on, what you want. Don't focus on the aches and pains and the lack and the scarcity and the fear and all the other stuff that we're like, they're just trying to throw that down our throats all the time.
That is correct. That is correct.
Awesome.
Focus on what you want to be. Focus on your career. Focus on helping others, because that's the fastest way to get what you want.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all see me, especially you around me. I help everybody,
Yep.
and I know I'm not expecting this person right here to help me. I'm expecting Dad to help me, because he's the only one that I really got.
Right.
He's the one that we all got. My parents are not here. You know, some of my family members don't talk to me because I'm a fucking weirdo, right? So, and I got the other weirdo B, but that's um, um, it's just us. But
Yep.
but the,
Yep.
the main message is to focus what you want, because we're in a powerful state of manifestation right now,
All right.
and it's going to become more and more evident. More and more sightings, more and more galactics, more and more things happening that are unexplained, that are also revealing some of the things that I told you, no matter how weird it was.
Right.
So it's all happening. It's all coming out.
And it's only going to get better, 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 faster, faster, faster. So if all the guys watching this video start focusing on their dream life, what projects they'll work on, their family members and how they'll interact with them, and of course material possessions and blah 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 blah, it's going to come faster.
Yeah,
And that's what we all want to see.
yeah, which
Yeah,
is
it's
okay,
awesome.
which is okay too. I mean, material possessions is okay too, but you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it strategically, because if you're a business owner and you just buy everything that other people want you to buy, you won't be a business owner no more.
Yeah.
So so there's a
Judiciously, yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta just connect with dad and see how to go about things, and just manifest things. Now, here's another thing. Um, if you know that it's stated that God, what we call daddy, because he's our father, takes care of us and provides for us, why are you worried? Or yeah, why are you worried about how you're going to do something that he told you to do? Right? If he's telling you to do things to start a multi-billion-dollar company, then you better do it.
And I always tell people to use this time now while like everyone's waiting. Use the time now to educate yourself. You want to do a project, learn about it, learn what you can do. Start small right now. Don't wait. Why waste time? Like do what you love to do or just practice, whatever it might be,
That's right. That is
you
correct.
know?
That is correct. And there's a lot of different ways to even get help. YouTube can teach you all types of stuff. And then there's plenty of
Yep.
people, that are so kind, they'll tell you everything. Okay? Like even myself, if I don't I help people regardless, right? And then I also help them build companies and I also watch them trash it. But at the end of the day, I fucking did my part. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
there's plenty of people out there that will help you create and help you build and help you work on your own dreams. Just remember to help others, and everything that you want will happen without no problems.
Right.
I don't have no problems building, creating. Um, I don't have no problems at all. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever daddy tells me to get, I get. Whatever he tells me not to get, I don't get. Right? Um, but that's where we're at with it all. That's where we're at with it all. Manifesting a whole new reality, walking into it is actually what we're doing. I'm giving you guys the key to it. Positive vibes, positive thinkings. Watch what the fuck you're saying and move forward.
Right, right. Okay. Awesome. That's such exciting news.
Yeah.
Such exciting news.
Just like
Okay.
just like if you guys want to take a spaceship ride with me later on tonight, just manifest it. Just think about it. You never know. You might fall asleep and be on a ship with us. So anything is possible with
That's
dad. Anything is possible with dad. Anything. You can't tell me that things are not possible. I mean, look at me. All
it's the perfect disguise, right?
right. Go ahead. What we got?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, you've already answered a good one about how to articulate powerful healing commands. So, like, just like in, the law of attraction stuff, state it in the positive. It's present tense, positive, like you already have it. Manifest. Okay, so
Right.
learn about manifestation if you don't already know. Really important.
Feel,
Okay,
feel.
questions. Do burials 6 feet under keep souls stuck there?
No.
Okay. Okay. Is there
As soon
truth
as,
to
as soon as you die, your shit is gone. Okay.
your soul is gone?
Yeah,
Mhm.
your essence, your energy is gone.
Right.
Go ahead.
Is there truth to a hole in the ozone layer?
The only hole that was there is the one I put there.
Good one.
No, no.
Good one. Okay. So, like, we can't release Freon into the air because that's supposedly, like all these rules. We've got more rules about stuff, but that's a thing to control again. 'Cause then you have to go to a professional shop. If your car's air conditioner breaks, you have to have them fix it. You can't
Again,
fix it yourself.
again, they create ways to
Yeah.
make money.
Yep.
I create ways to make money as well, but what do my products do?
Yeah.
They heal people. They change shit. They clear atmospheres. They do all types of stuff. So they're doing the opposite, and they've been doing the opposite for a very long time.
Right.
So if they'll say something like, "Don't go to the beach and talk to the dolphins; it's illegal," ask yourself why.
Right.
Which we know why, because the dolphins will communicate to you and tell you what they've been doing. Go ahead, next question.
Well, just like staring at the sun or being out in the sun, you got to put so much sunscreen on, like, and I'm lucky I don't have to worry about that anyway, but it's all chemicals soaking into your body, you
Yeah,
know.
that's why you have to
Okay.
have. That's why you have to have natural stuff. I thought you were going to talk about
Right.
like staring into the sun gazing and all that. That's
Yeah.
legit. That's legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Even grounding is legit. But me, myself, and I, because I don't like to walk on the barefoot floor, I made grounding insoles and I hit all my shoes, so I don't have to get my feet
Right.
dirty.
But a lot of, grounding is a big deal. We know that going out in nature makes
Yes,
you better.
very,
And
very. Yeah, it's such a big deal that I created the insoles for people that don't want to take their shit off.
right, right. Because we know that, way back when, 50, 60 years ago, shoes were made with leather soles.
Right,
And um and that is a natural fabric or a natural material where the energy of the earth goes through it. But now we've
right.
got rubbers, sneakers, or whatever you want to call it. Everything is synthetic that stops that energy flow by design.
By design,
By
and
design.
guess who designed it? The military industrial complex.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've studied all that. I've learned all that. I know who did it, why they did it, blah blah blah. So what I did was I took an insole, I put an energy field around the insole, so when your foot is on the insole and you got a 2 foot energy field, you put it in your shoe, and no matter where you walk, you're grounded.
Awesome. It's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So all of that stuff is important to keep in mind. Like like I know you've probably changed the frequency of fabric, but clothing that's got natural fibers is really important to wear.
very true.
Polyester or nylon, whatever we want to call it, is not really a healthy thing to have around us.
Right.
But everything is that now.
Yeah. Once if you learn the method and you learn how to change energies, like I've taught the crew, you
Right?
can just change it. You see, I'm wearing one now. However, I've changed the frequencies to it. The dry fit polyester.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I did was boom. That's it.
Yeah.
Done deal. Now it's vibrating differently because I put my energy into it.
Yeah. It feels a higher vibe.
Right. And not everybody can do that, which is why we are already looking into creating new fabrics, some that will be made out of hemp, and some later on down the line with David Adair that will be a mixture of all the above, including the metals he talked about. So
Right.
we got a lot of work to do.
It's going to be very, very exciting. I was just thinking, our body, like right now, we're deficient in vitamins and minerals. Part of that is we're not outside. Okay, so we get some of that from the sun and the earth, but it
Right.
is also our food is depleted. The fields are depleted. Everything's chemically grown or
That's
or
true.
whatever. So I was even thinking, I wonder if you could put full health. We're not going to need it, because we'll have our crystalline bodies, but maybe even in the shirts initially, a way for the vitamins and minerals or the nutrients we need to just boom into our body, and we don't have to think twice about it.
That's what I do to all my
Just an idea.
products. Yeah, that's what I do to all my
Ah,
products. And the fastest is a pendant or a ring because you have all of those frequencies, and when you grab and drink,
right,
that's what you're
right,
getting.
right.
Which is why the faster you, or not the faster, but the more you consume charged water, the faster the results with the anti-aging and the,
Right.
your skin glowing and your nails
Yep.
being more thicker and all that stuff. Like I've been having these testimonials since way back when, and
Yep.
they don't seem to stop.
Yeah. Great. No, everything, like I've been wearing my pendant now 7 or 8 years. And I do not take it off. I wear it in the shower, when I'm swimming, wherever. Same with my bracelets, right? I don't take them off ever. And I like the fact that I don't have to think about it. It's just there.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
and it's always good to have a positive device around you that's broadcasting energies because
Right.
there can be times where you'll need it because somebody just got under your skin, and if you let your vibration go down too low, you'll be hit, you'll be attacked, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Ah.
Yep.
So it's always good to have positive, high vibrating things around you.
Yep. Yep.
That's funny.
You know how a little kid, if they get a pink, a little blood or something, they really like, they have to show it to you. They really obsess about it. I've gotten to the point where I can get hurt fairly severely and just act like semi-normal,
Right.
like blood running down my leg or something, and it'll be okay. It's just a flesh wound, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
Yep.
kind of how we do is focus on the future, what's happening in the future.
That's the way to do
Yeah.
it. That's the way to do it. And there's also ways to train the kid not to be freaked out when stuff like that happens. Because if
Yeah.
you react to like, oh my God, let's clean you up, you're bleeding, they're gonna get worried.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta approach it like, okay, look, this is what it is. Let's wipe this, let's do that. And oh wow, you gotta be careful, right? There's
Yeah.
ways to do things where the kid is not freaking the fuck out and crying.
Right. Right.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I think that's the way they start, though. Okay. New question.
Yeah.
All of this is old business. Okay, so we're mind wiped for every iteration of our lives. So we come to this life, we don't remember anything from the past. We go through life to learn our lessons and all that, but we also go on missions. And then when we come back from those missions, we're often mind wiped from that. Okay, so sometimes we're lucky enough to remember snippets of those, or know what we've been doing or whatever. So yay, I like that.
Right.
Do others in our galaxy also get mind wiped?
Uh, only if they're doing missions that Daddy wants them to be mind wiped for.
Oh, okay. So it's a common practice.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You have to understand that the practices and the techniques and even the crystalline chambers have been around for thousands of years.
Yep.
I'll give you an example. My soul essence is 500 plus billion years. So, do you really think I didn't create all of the things I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So all of the things that you as the people finding out, we've been doing this for thousands of years, which is why we're at the last cycle and we're eliminating them all because we've addressed everything ahead of time, way ahead of time, talking
Okay.
about 20 billion years ahead of them.
So did the dark forces also go through the mind wipe?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
yes. The difference between the dark forces and us is that they did go through the mind wipes. However, because of the reptilian factor still involved down here, they were able to allow them to tap in and tell them all of the stuff, what they did, who they are, and how they can stay in power by, doing this and doing that and
Right.
eating babies and creating money and letting the people, use your money like the Federal Reserve, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they have an advantage of someone basically taking them aside and saying, listen, this is how it is, blah, 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 blah. Where we have to go through life by trial and error, making mistakes. And if we're lucky, we wake up and we decide to play on team light versus do the dark stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's the reason why we get to carry on after the shit, and they don't.
Yeah. Okay.
And see, people don't understand how advanced how advanced things are. Okay, you got clones that can literally reproduce your ass, and nobody will even know that you were just reproduced, voice and everything. Okay, so um, that type of things is getting ready to be exposed right now because there's no way around it. You got certain people pretending to be certain people that they're not, and then you're going to have them being shut down, and everybody's getting ready to find out how real clones are, how real AIs are, how real Daddy is, how real the angelics are, how real the reptilians are, how real the boss is. You know what I'm saying? So it's over.
So exciting.
It's over.
So exciting. Right. Right. I've had such an interest in clones for the past 20 years. Like everyone I've asked gives me different information about them, but we've had them here for whatever, thousands of years. I don't know, a long time.
Yeah, and they
So the
showed y'all.
technology is so much better than we can even understand.
And they showed y'all. They showed y'all multiple times.
Right.
What was that movie with well, I think it was Michael Keaton, where he
Multiplicity.
right. So looked at exactly the same, talked the same, did the same shit, but the only way they can know that it was, which one it was, they had the dots underneath their eyes. Okay, so the same thing. They do exactly the same thing, and then some of them have defects, like some don't have private parts, right? Um, some ears are either loose or stuck. There's different types of defects
Right.
because they can't do the exact copy for whatever reasons. And I have a funny feeling that was Daddy not letting them do that.
Right. Right. Awesome. So we're going to find out all about that very soon.
Right. No,
Awesome.
no, no. We're going to find out about it right now. As soon as you get off of this shit, you're going to see it.
Okay. Even better. Because we see people that have like a hard heart, they have a closed heart, and or they're just so self-absorbed, like they literally don't even realize that anyone else is there, or they, I don't know, they're just self-absorbed. They're in their own bubble and they just proceed like nobody else matters. Those could be clones.
Yeah.
I met a whole bunch in the past few years, and I was always shocked when I realized what they were. But they're just like kind of self-absorbed, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, we know them now as NPCs,
Yeah, yeah,
you know? But most of the humans are, they've been programmed to be a certain way, and if you're not of if you're not like them, or if you're not whatever, if you're not like them, then they don't want you around
right,
their neck of the woods, if you would, you know.
right,
And that's what we all have to address, and we're doing it in a such a way where they're being
right,
exposed, and they're being exposed so badly that it's becoming embarrassing for them, where they know that, dude, man, we got changed. All these people are looking at us, man. We We done fucked up. Okay, I give up. I
Yeah.
don't want to be. I don't want to be a bad person no more. I don't want to be a racist. I don't want to be a dictator. I don't want to be an asshole. Stuff like that. So, and the
Yeah.
energies is allowing that to happen faster and faster and faster. And there's also things happening around the country that's exposing what they've been doing, including the fact that social media is exposing all the shit that they're doing, and the news isn't. So that's being exposed too. You got you got you got colored men hanging all around the country, and it's not being reported. You know what I mean? You got babies being violated at 7 months old, and it's not being reported. You got law enforcement and attorneys and judges all involved in it, and that's not even being reported. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that's being revealed right now, and dad is protecting everybody who's revealing it. So they've lost, they've lost miserably, and all of us good people on the planet will remain to watch their total downfall. And we're manifesting that, by the way. Heavy love and light on them is over. There's no coming back. No coming back. Okay, so that's where we're at.
Awesome news. Awesome news.
Yep.
Okay. The Tartarian Reset. So that was the reptilians or the dark forces, if you will, basically saying, the humans are getting too smart or whatever. They basically wiped out the planet. Then we were, of course, ignorant of our history, and we just blindly accepted whatever we were told.
Pretty much.
And like
Yeah.
I said, I think for us not knowing, we've done okay. But like when you look at how the earth is right now, you're like, whoa, every system is corrupt. It's allowed them to take over everything. But that plan is
That's right.
backfired. Yeah,
Yeah, it's backfired miserably, and there's
right.
billions of ships. There's billions of ships everywhere, and
Yeah.
Dad had me come in here to make it a guarantee, so that's why I'm here.
Awesome. Awesome.
Um, you're talking about colonizers, and the main colonizers were the reptilian forces. That's why they colonized certain areas around the galaxy. Okay, and what they did was they'll go into an area, they'll rape and pillage everybody. They'll take the children, put them in some neck of the woods somewhere, and then slowly and surely, some of these children forgot about everything they knew about themselves, ended up over here, and then they started a whole new civilization over there. That's what's
Right.
been happening for
Right.
thousands of years.
Right.
And since we're all back here, and when I say all, I mean all of us masters, if you would, all of us ascended masters, if you would, right? All of us that were sent here to clean all this stuff up. We're all pretty much here at the same time, all around the world, changing things and exposing it all. And there's no way around what's happening, and not everybody has the correct information. However, it's all coming to a point where they're going to have the correct information, and it's all going to be so tight that they won't be able to not have the correct information, and that's what's happening right now.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Switch of topic. What will happen to companies that are part of the stock market, the stock market system? We know that that's probably going to, crash as it's corrupt. What's going to happen there?
Well, there's a lot of companies that will cease to exist anyway, and the stock market won't be needed anymore because you'll the people will have so much money they'll create um, new companies that you won't need brokers
Right.
for, or you won't need boards for, because it'll just be you doing your thing and hiring all of the people around you. And that's
Right.
how you spread the money, not by
Right.
some broker in some fucking building messing up fucking with numbers. So
Well, and
that's what I did.
what's happened is that all the guys at the top are the ones that are making the money. The workers are just scraping by, right?
Right, right,
They'll
right,
keep up.
right.
Yeah.
Right, which is why there's a bunch of companies out here that don't get involved with none of that shit. You know, we don't need no stock market. We don't need nobody to tell us how to do shit. And we don't need our stuff to be patented either because that's how they take it. Last time I checked, y'all motherfuckers can't do what I could do anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
And they know, you know, the cabal know how real I am. They stay away. They send all these little foot soldiers, and then the foot soldiers disappear. And then it's like, what the fuck? We might as well just, I don't know what to do. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I don't know. We can't do anything. We've tried everything. Oh my God. Yeah, well, that's what you should do. Turn to your God. Because that's the only way you're going to maintain and survive all this shit. And if you're lucky, you'll die of old age.
Right.
So,
Right. You
hey,
know, I
listen.
was thinking, I think go ahead.
No, I was about to say, listen, you know, all the stories about me was bullshit. I ain't come here to be nice. I came here to get shit done. That's why it's called. That's why my name is called Smartass.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next topic. Do they keep track of our lifetimes with our social security number or our whatever it is in other countries? Do
Yes,
they track it? They do.
yeah, they have different systems. You have to understand that it's a Federal Reserve thing. It's a banking cartel thing. So yes, that's why you have these numbers everywhere, and people are starting to find out about that now, isn't there? Aren't they? Aren't they? Whatever.
Yeah. We're finding out how many numbers there are. It's crazy. So
It
I
is
guess
crazy.
segue into the TDA. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It does work. They're not
That's
letting
right.
it work.
It does work,
So,
and there's also ways around it so that you can get it to work.
right,
There's plenty of people successfully using their shit. You can't tell me that they're not, because if you read through the TDA group, there's people in there that are telling you what to do. So you don't tell me it don't work. Don't get frustrated with us. Do your homework.
right,
You're gonna get unfettered access anyway. So carry on.
right. So it's we still have to persist there and learn. But before you do the knee-jerk reaction, read the jillions of comments and what people are doing. Understand it a little bit before you say, it doesn't work for me, because
That's
it
true.
does work.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is true. Um, you know, dad is also using the TDAs to expose certain things and certain people. The banking cartel.
right,
Why do these numbers exist in the first place? Why do they pay stuff and then get reversed? Who's doing the reversals? Okay. The only
right,
reason why Heather and Randy got what they got is because they didn't want everybody else knowing about it. There's nothing illegal about what you guys are doing. Last time I checked, it's my serial number, or should I say my social security number, and my account.
yeah,
So that being said, continue to keep doing what you're doing, learn it all, call the banks, call everybody. You see, there's conversations with Telecheck claiming that they didn't do nothing, Amazon saying that they didn't do nothing. We don't know who's doing this. We don't know why, who reversed it, blah, 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 blah. You're being lied to, which is also allowing us to, you know, zoom in on them and expose it all. There was a post on Real Raw News talking about military cyber command. We have our own cyber command, okay? So do you really think that all of them are not being watched? Yeah, the cabal and all of them are watching us too. You know, they would like to do what they would like to do to some of us. However, Dad is involved with this shit. The military's watching who's doing the reversals. People are being eliminated. Okay, y'all not getting away with what y'all been doing. No more. It's over. It's over. So keep it moving. Have faith. There's nothing they can do to you, right? Even if they try, daddy's there with you. Don't worry about nothing. Ask the questions, why this, why that. Call whoever the hell you got to call and have them explain to you why your shit went through and why it got reversed and who did it. Somebody's got to say something. And unless you get people that I talk to and says, it was a business decision. So, okay, it was a business decision, huh? Well, let's see how long you stay in business then, motherfucker.
That's right. That's right. So what I suggest to people when they're working on this is to keep like a log of what you're doing, what numbers you're using. We're working out like we'll call it a protocol right now, but soon it'll probably be nebulous. Like we don't need it in the future, but right now we're trying to figure it out. So it'll be do this, then this, then this. So we're still working on that.
Yeah,
right?
Daddy said the sting operation.
Sting operation.
He's sting operations.
Right.
Sting operation.
Right.
Everything that I'm involved in is a sting operation. If you watch the Nasara on the Horizon video by James Rank, all the stuff that we're dealing with right now is in that video, right. including the farms claims. Right, including the fact that there was trading platforms where you get to put so much money in and then you get so much back. Well, we recently got into one of those programs and the motherfuckers are holding it up. So what do you think is happening? It's a sting operation.
Right.
Everything I'm involved in is a sting operation. What they don't understand, it's not a regular sting operation. It's a galactic one. Okay? So hang tight, everybody. We're going to drop it like it's hot, and you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that we are very real. That being said, I got to go.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so for those that are working in the TDA group, don't give up. Keep trying. Be positive because it is working.
That's right. It's working in ways, many, many ways. Many ways.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all you do to help us. I appreciate that. And so
you're welcome.
We all do.
Yep. Right? Love you guys.
Love you too.